Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Tell me...
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough...
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin, the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton. Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. You're the only friend I have left. I need you.
Tell me... Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
Clarence, you've always been a reliable and a good friend to me. If you say you saw a vampire, then I believe you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for your trust. You don't know what that means to me.
It's all right. But if you want my help, you have to explain exactly what happened.
The first time it was in Rouen. I saw an officer drink the blood of a soldier. I saw its teeth, saw it bite. It was a vampire, Johnny, and they're here too.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire you saw in France.
I was enjoying my leave in Rouen. I left the bar, took a shortcut back to the barracks. I saw it in a back alley. An officer in a stained uniform, biting into a soldier's neck.
Did you ever see that officer again?
No. He wore the uniform of the Royal Warwickshire Regiment. I did some research, but found no trace of him. He probably stole it from a previous victim.
But you were drunk, weren't you? Are you sure these two men were not just kissing?
Please don't insult me, Johnny. I hid, and I saw him leave. Then I saw the body, drained of all blood. I've seen the same marks here in London since I've returned.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
My son had a coat.
Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in. You survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand.
Waiting for the
Luckily,
girlfriend
this
to get
part of
back
town
with
has
my
been saved
cappuccino.
from the
She
worst
loves me
bombings.
really in her own way.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
I mean, except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden.
I never understood how wearing
As I've
something
been
like
so
that is
busy, I haven't spoken to
even
anyone
remotely
about it.
comfortable.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but, you know, it's been so quick.
Like, 'cause
And
she's
what with the
obviously not
epidemic
wearing
in the
it because
streets?
it's
There's no need to
to
apologize.
show off her wealth or stuff, because she's walking
It's
around in the
normal,
middle of the night asking
considering
me
the
why I'm awake, so it's
No,
not like
it's
she's
not.
expecting
I
company
am
or she's
sure that
going for a
Clarence has not
stroll.
even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Don't worry, I'll fix that later.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus. But you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
Is that right?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
Goodbye for now.
Ta-ta for now. Even in the rich places, there's only 5 shillings laying around.
At least you survived.
It's locked, all right.
Damn door's in the way. Are you fucking kidding me?
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in. Emily wanted to become a vampire.
How the hell did she let...
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Back row was sorting out the pressure on the boiler. Oh, no worries, but now he has to. Oh, okay.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I'm not here to sustain myself. I'm currently investigating the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
Hey, Jacques, how about you shut your
And
fucking
who
hole?
exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond, the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin.
So your
We were
broiler,
lucky. We could
is that
be of
you
the
mean
same
like
blood, my dear.
a water heater?
I tend to consider all
Warms the
echoes as
water in your
family,
house?
don't you?
I don't have an option to even check anything on him, so
What
I
are you
don't
doing
know
here?
if I
I
can at the
recently
moment.
decided to visit London. I've always
Okay.
dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate yet intense spectacle.
Because usually when I refer to a boiler in my house, it's
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I
lower
have been a
shelf with
totally
my
depraved
oven.
and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have
I
fun.
got you. I thought that's what you were talking about.
Believe me, I won't be the only foreign
So
immortal
who's this
who
dude
bought
that
a
was looking
ticket
at your
to the
stuff? Like he
fair.
was like they sent like a low level
I
guy
followed
to
the
come
trail
look
of
at your
blood
broiler,
from
and he has to call someone a higher level
you're
guy.
referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last wedding good.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
We found my father-in-law's friend up, but he's not qualified to touch it. If he does touch the broiler, he could get wrong. Doesn't have a license. Oh, okay, I got that. So why'd you? Wait, I don't get it then. So why did you call him?
Your cruelty deserves punishment, sir.
And what else is new?
Oh, ow! Wasn't expecting that. Oh, he's a rather stronger. 36. Damn. Ow. Come on. Yeah, that was the French dude. Oh, because I told him he deserved to die. No, not really. I went to bed at like 11 or 12 and woke up around 2. So, after this stream, I'm probably gonna go back to sleep. I mean, it's not like I need to be awake for anything. Herbal green tea before bed works like a charm. Let them fight amongst themselves. Yeah, but I got other issues going on that wake me up every hour and a half or so, regardless of how well I can get to sleep. It's just the fact of having to try and fall back to sleep I don't know if I should be drinking green tea every hour or so to try and fall back to sleep. That's what I'm saying about that. Yeah, I get you, bro. You don't need to explain this. I mean, I don't know, maybe if I try it, like, after I go to sleep the first time, if I can't go back to sleep. Because, I mean, I have a little bit of a problem, but I don't have that much of a problem falling asleep the first time. Whenever I'm tired, it's trying to go back to sleep after I wake up that initial first time again. Close your eyes, name every single character you can out of games you've played. So like a gamer's version of counting sheep, huh? Alright, Dom, well, if you want me to stop streaming and go to sleep, that's fine. I guess I can't hop across here. Oop. Yeah, basically, no, continue. Oh, this place.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be...
I think it's too early
nicer
for Joe
than safe.
still.
Perhaps
He will
you're right. This
he
isn't the
will
best
be
way to
still
save Andrew.
in Naughty Land dreaming about Final Fantasy female character. Well. Yeah, there you go. Give me some stuff.
There is a name engraved under the blood on the back of the case. Jack Gillingham. Perhaps Enid's son.
Which company made that Steel game? It's mainly known by Falcom and what the hell is the end one? I can't remember what the name of it is. NIS America. Yeah, Neon Falcon. Back to the West End. It doesn't seem like you just woke up. No, I mean, I've been up for going on 3 hours now.
For now, everything seems under control, more or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out.
Okay, so technically I am still at the point, even though I have killed some people, I am still actually at the point where I can go for a good ending. Do you want me to wipe everyone out by the end of the game and get the worst ending possible? That doesn't make a difference to me. You're the one that a nice ending or bad ending. I don't really care either way. It's just that you said that you wanted me to take everyone down. I mean, I'll take everyone down. I don't give a shit. Just letting you know that I still had the choice open. Yeah, I can still go for what, yeah, pretty much. 'Cause, Oh, he had nothing to do with that shit. He was just a random vampire douchebag. But, yeah, as far as it goes, there's 2 good endings and there's 2 bad endings. I can still technically get a good ending. It's not the best ending, but it doesn't make a difference to me, man. It's up to you. Do you want me to keep my humanity, or do you want me to be a full-blown vampire killing machine? Go for a happy ending. Don't feel like getting depressed today. No. Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to beat it today. I'm just letting you know that the option's still there. Because I was going to say what I had planned on doing at the moment is everything. I mean, they should be fine. Because I didn't kill anyone there. The docks I might have to keep an eye on. I was saying, I was just letting you know that because I'm on level 4 right now for Mesmerize. I was going to say, as soon as I hit 6, I was just going to go and wipe everyone out, regardless of if I had all their secrets conducted or not. I would have said take everyone out who's annoying, but that's not.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Charlotte's steak. What you know about me? What you know about me?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Would be shit being a vampire. No steak, no seafood, no noodles, no beer. Fuck that. Oh, I don't know. I mean, guess it depends on how you feed on the humans. Yuck, 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 yuck. Alright. A level 3 with a 25 stun. What does this have? Level 5. Wait, this is a full-blown state. Well. Thanks for the steak. Alright. 3, level 4. I don't even use you guys. Alright. Now on to these mysterious houses. just throws money away? Damn rich people. It's on the other side.
They're all around you, waiting for you to let your guard down.
Support the equality between men and women.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
I haven't been back here before. Yep, da-da-da-da. That doesn't seem right. Is that right? I guess so. Oh, come on. Really? Couldn't just leave me alone. Swing and a miss. And no, that I don't. That's not the way I wanted to go, so how do I get there? A silver fork. Fuck off with that. Can't wait to find out who made you. Why? You really want to know that bad? But I think I know who it is.
This is despicable.
I want to know why. I just want to know why he made me. Like, what's this champion thing he wants me to be? I'll search the house out after I play with these two. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Get off me, punk. Stop logging on. Yeah, I don't care, go ahead.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be
Oh,
a
thanks,
new
bud.
stage in the
I'm
disease's
just glad I got
evolution?
the stream to stay up this time. Maybe it wasn't ready for me. It was too early in the morning yet.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
I mean, I guess it would only be technically a spoiler there, Dom, if that's who it actually was. Your father, your mother, says he's invisible. He disappeared without a trace. Plus, he's hardly mentioned. I don't know, just a guess. I don't know, because that means that he would be an ancient vampire, so, I mean, isn't it usually in stories or whatever that vampires can't breed? I mean, so, would that not make him really my dad? What's this? A pump action shotgun? What? Should have checked the house before I went and fought these guys. I can only stay for a little bit, but it's late. Oh, yeah, I understand. Well, stay as long as you want. Enjoy it while you can. No, see, Dom, that doesn't make sense, because the person that made me is ancient because how powerful I am. So whoever it is has been a vampire for centuries. It wouldn't have been someone that was just recently turned. Because they said, based on the fact that I just, you know, randomly turned my sister right after I was turned, meant I had a really strong strong bloodline tied to the one that bit me had a really strong bloodline, which means they were, you know, pretty old. So I don't know if it could be my dad without him already have been a vampire before I was born, you know what I mean? I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if that is true or not, but that's what it seems like it means to me.
Women die too in this war.
It was Dracula, the king of all vampires, that turned you. Hey man, you never know. I mean, because that one guy they were talking about.
Why are
thanks,
vampire
bud.
hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Because the one vampire they were talking about, that William, that was the last name. I was gonna say, because wasn't he like one of the Crusaders or something during the Holy Grail or something? Ow. Damn, I'm getting beat up by a priest. Fucking fuck. Some pissed me off.
The beast must die! Shit, that leech is Christ!
There you go with that panic attack. That's crazy how high their stun is. I fucking killed him trying to stun his ass. It's just suspicious that your father disappeared without a trace. Well, I mean, vampires have been around here for a while. I mean, how you know he just wasn't, you know what I mean, killed by a vampire? Doesn't mean bodies always have to turn up. Oh, goodness.
Turn around, sir. Burn it!
Oh god. Fucking thing hit me like a mile away. Where is this piece of shit?
I'll send you back in a fucking grave! Shoot it!
Fuck off.
Bloody monster!
I can't believe I'm doing this. This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage. He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
There you go, Dom. Feast on some eyeballs and a tongue.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Alright, hold on. I'm right back. I'm back. Let's see what's behind door number 1.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent!
No, none of that. That's gross. I should have saved my shotgun shells for you instead of wasting them on that priest. No, I got one. Alright. You bitches are just gross. I don't know how to put it. All the enemies up until now have been okay, but these bitches are just gross. Fucking utterly gross. No, just disgusting. And that shit just pisses me off.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Well, there, I gotta go to bed. Hope you have a fantastic stream, and Dom, good night. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you both later. Alright, get some sleep, Wookie. Have a nice night. Dream well, my friend. So let's go check out this Doris Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Am tempted to Google who made you, but that beats the point in watching. Good night, Wookie. Thanks, dude. Alright, so now I'm off to the theater.
This is despicable.
Despicable? Oh, that.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
No, right? It's like someone's making you do it.
Win this. Watch it! Jesus Christ, he's dead! Murdering bastard!
Piece of shit vampire. Is there any police officers in this? As far as I know, no. I don't think so. I mean, as far as I know from what everyone's been saying is what they just threw up barricades and left. Like, I haven't seen, like, anything, like military units, nothing. You think there'd be some kind of local enforcement besides these fucking crazy guards. Of course you can't get in the front door. These fucking guards are proving. And of course I can't go that way, so I gotta go through the guards and prune. I mean, you see all the shit that's going on around town and everything. Would you want to be a cop during this? Fuck that. They probably abandoned everything and left.
Die, vermin! Get weapons ready. No evil. We do the. It's too fucking fast.
God damn it. I fucking hate those guys so bad. He just starts walking away? Fuck you. Die, vermin! No, I don't know. Didn't one of the first couple people we talked to say that they were like on their own out here? Like, there's no sense of order or anything? I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, now I'm in Whitechapel, so this is the wrong way. So I do have to go that other way. I thought there would be at least one or two Sherlock Holmes wannabes out there. As close as there was to anything at all was that wannabe vampire hunter. Other than that, it's just journalists, just the people that live in the area. So I mean, I'm just surprised that no one that lives in the area is actually a cop or anything. I mean, well, the docks are completely owned by the Wet Boot Boys, I guess, because they don't talk about having problems with law enforcement. Who knows? Oh no, I don't think you should lose stamina if you're not in battle.
Oh my god! Stop! Vampire!
I really hate these priest guys. Oh yeah. Okay, so I opened that as a shortcut, but why?
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Open window on the second floor. They put all their budget into talking, but they ain't got time to make useless stuff.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to...
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Her mouth. You're nothing but paste on the ground. Doesn't look like there's actually like anything to take. Yeah, why? Something happened? No, not yet. Alright, bud, I'll be back. Hold on. the violin is supposed to sound rustic and such. A shield and stuff. It says 0. That's a crock. I'm here. Oh, no worries, bud.
It's locked, all right.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, I guess I'm supposed to be doing something with the balconies.
Who are you?
Dressing
You
room.
who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Is it me or does it look like the floor's gonna cave in?
More. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! I smell your fear. Your hand. My children, my beloved, die for the love of me. To share, sir. You killed.
Oh yeah.
I smell your fear. On guard. Ha! Your hand is shaking. Hold, Kinslayer, now.
Come on. Kinda just made her fight more interesting. They had to drop these stupid fucking rag bombs. So what's going on, Dom? What are you doing? And of course I wasted that fucking serum for no reason. That's fantastic.
Your blood will be mine. I smell you. Ha! Your hand. Ha! Touché, sir. On guard. Arise and save your queen, my slaves. My blade shall pierce your hand is shaking. Touché, sir. On guard. I summon thee, my children of the night. Fight! Maim! Spit! Kill! Your hand is shaking. Touché, sir.
Still watching you, just girlfriend been dropped off.
Here and obey.
Still
For your
here.
queen commands you. Attack! On guard. to me! Woe unto thee, son of Babylon! Your hand is shaking. On guard! My children, my beloved, die for the love of me! I smell your fear. Your hand is shaking. On guard.
Sometimes I hate fighting these fuckers because they got such crazy range compared to me. It's ridiculous.
Touché, sir. Your hand is shaking. You killed my father. My servants, avenge me! I smell your fear.
Who is your father?
Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who she was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Your blood will be mine.
Like she needed them to reach.
Wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell.
That's not how that would work, but okay. We'll accept it.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. Once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection, while I continue my research during the Great Hunt. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Escape from the theater.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Best be off home. It's a leech. Kill it. See them fancy clothes? This one's a top.
New hideout.
Support the equality between men and women.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. Now go.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right. I'm listening.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us. An immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage, and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he
He's not insane.
As a tyrant.
He's
goodbye for now,
just a
Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear.
really, really
Please,
rich guy that
careful.
hates poor people. He was the guy that was sitting in the room earlier I was talking to with the cane that was twitching and stuff last stream. Were you not there for that part? Yeah. We'll go with that. Dolly Mixture Snob. That sounds right. can't see past his nose. Yeah, like most of the video game companies nowadays, like, you know, EA. EA is one of those companies.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
It's that big, you can go skiing down it. So you said you're done with FIFA after this year, right?
Last warning, sir!
Yeah. Last warning to you.
Christ! He's dead!
Yeah, the fire in my belly, the play has tuned down. Where's this hideout at? Oh, my house, right. Let's see if I can upgrade anything. Wish you could just hit the recycle all button or something. A rivet. Oh, I need to get it to level 5. Okay, so. Damn. The tiredness hasn't got to you yet. I'm surprised you've lasted this long, bro. Yeah, I know. It's just... I mean, I probably should be going to sleep. Surprise. question is, would you get to sleep if you went back to bed? Yeah, I would. I'd probably sleep better. I don't know. I've always been able to sleep better when the sun's out. I'm very nocturnal. Don't force yourself to stream, dude. Oh, I'm not. Definitely not. I really wanna play this. It's just I probably should be going to sleep, but I wanna I wanna do some more story. Especially with the way the stream was acting earlier and everything. It was a waste of time. Oh, I really enjoy it, yeah. Alright, what we got going on here? Oh, I see you up there. You guys go down here.
No civilians allowed.
I'm not a civilian.
Out!
This is my property. Oh, it's a flamethrower guy. Okay, I thought it was one of those tough guys. Scoring for Dom for a recommendation. I don't know about you, but sometimes I love the fact that these guys like fall with like their legs spread like that, like someone would awkwardly fall like that. I don't know. I don't know if I was dying I could land like that. It's like they're trying to do a split, but they just didn't make it. Wait, so of course I need to go over here and I can't get over there. I just don't understand sometimes. Like I understand you guys want people to explore and stuff like that, but sometimes it seems like you just put fucking shortcuts in because you think it's a fun idea. You don't actually put them in because it makes sense. So wait, do I have to go through Whitechapel to get through that door?
I cannot enter. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
Okay, it's telling me this way, so okay, I can move this way then. This fucking thing's just gonna be all over the goddamn place now, aren't they? Oh, yeah, good recommendation, but like I said, I got this, I pretty much got this game as soon as it came out. I was waiting to play it, and then I don't know, just, something happened, and either something else caught my eye, or...
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
I don't remember what happened, honestly. I think I played it for an hour or so. Today. Why was today? Thought you were getting it later.
You Londoners are no match for me.
No match for you, huh? Why you Londoners? Where are you from? Where are you from, boy? Are you gonna get it?
I have this thirst for blood.
Give me your blood.
Oh.
Give me your blood.